How's it going, everybody? My name is Zach.96 and today I have something truly special. A 2004 Lamborghini Gallardo. Now, the thing that makes this car so sweet, open it up, that gated shifter. 6-speed manual transmission in this beast, or should I say bull. This car is just fantastic. This one has a full exhaust system, so we can hear that V10 scream just a little bit louder. But I mean, this car is just so cool because it looks so out of the future, but it also looks very dated at the same time. So we get all of the above with these big mesh vents right here, 19-inch wheels, 235s, which honestly is a pretty skinny tire, big Lamborghini 6-piston brakes, functional vents on the sides, up here, which spit out right here. We have some vents for the motor to breathe. Then we have this wing right here, so air can just shoo right through. We got 20s in the rear. This car is just freaking amazing. I mean, the back end does look pretty dated, but the front end just has that classic Lamborghini look to it. Now this one is lowered and is sitting on some aftermarket wheels, but overall, this car just has such a presence. Once we take a look on the inside, we have these very kind of hidden door handles. Flip them up. These seats are very classic looking with this Alcantara leather. We have a speaker system back there, which is not stock, but the dash matches the color of the outside. Once we actually take a seat in the car, for me being 6'1", it is quite a drop, but very dated entertainment system right here. Not really much of an entertainment, but we have our CD player and then all of our gauges for the windows, lights, etc. Our temperature gauges down here. Like I said, this 6-speed manual, just absolutely beautiful and very desired in this generation of Lamborghini. As far as our pedal placement goes, very close together, very much able to heel toe, just absolutely race car based. We have our little window back there. We have some gauges up here for our oil temperature, battery voltage, and then our cluster itself is very analog. For being a 2004, can't expect much. Alcantara on the door with this leather dash. Very beautiful. We have some carbon fiber right here, down here, which is a cool little touch. But I know what you guys have been waiting for. Let's go take it for a spin. What's up, guys? We are in the car now. Go ahead and put on my seatbelt. Got Dylan in the passenger. This is not his car, but he is riding passenger. So, clutch is actually very easy. It's not like, honestly, my first judgment of the clutch was I thought it was going to be super stiff, super easy. Pedals, like I said, are very close together, which is a good but bad thing at the same time. Just kind of depends on personal preference of the driver. As far as the actual shifting goes, very smooth. We'll go ahead and get on the gas. Audi and Lamborghini's V10 that they partnered on, just screaming. Sounds phenomenal. I mean, this car is truly a classic. It's very, like I said, very futuristic looking, but at the same time, you can tell it's dated. Like, you look at a new Huracan and you're like, yeah, that's a new supercar. You look at this and you're like, huh, this thing is pretty, it's old, but it still has life to it. Hear that V10 scream. You cannot beat that sound. This absolutely amazing. What do you think, Dylan?
Sounds amazing. Love the downshifts too.
That's it?
That's about it.
Honestly, never thought I'd actually get to drive a gated shifter Gallardo.
Let alone like a Gallardo.
Yeah, exactly, but here we are. Didn't like third so much. You can tell this thing just wants to go. Does have quite a bit of droning. Not sure if that's the exhaust system, but I feel like I'm yelling at you guys. As far as
it is a Lamborghini,
well,
so
yeah.
I mean, what do you expect?
As far as visibility goes, pretty terrible, but it's a Lamborghini. It's not looking for visibility. Right behind your head, literally, is a feeling you cannot explain. Like the GT3 I did a review on, it was rear engine, so the motor's a little bit back there more, but this thing right there, just hear every little bit of noise right behind your head. It does have automatic windows, so that's a plus. As far as just driving in traffic like we are right now, very comfortable. Alright, so we have the windows rolled down now. We'll get you guys a little bit of that exhaust sound. Here we go. That Lamborghini V10 screaming, phenomenal. You know, I thought that GT350 that I drove sounded great, but compared to this thing, it is uncomparable. It's just, I know I said the GT350 was probably the best sounding car I've driven. Now I think the Gallardo definitely takes its spot. We do have 2 extra cylinders, but it definitely sounds just amazing. It is crazy having the noise just right behind your head. By today's cars, it's not fast. It's fast, it's quick. I would say it's quick more than anything.
Maybe you should get in the passenger seat.
Yeah.
You're really feeling it.
Maybe it's just driving it.
Yeah. Every single shift is just back and forth.
Well, that's probably just my crappy shifting, but...
No, and you really feel the power in the high RPMs.
I mean, this car, you do kind of have to scream it. It's more horsepower than torque. With I think it's around like 480 horsepower, and you do have to kind of scream it to get all that power. But once you're there, man, it just goes. Guys, so we have been in the Lamborghini for a little bit now, and so far, one of the most crazy cars I've driven. Crazy in the sense of the amount of looks you get, along with just the crazy experience of driving a Lamborghini, you know? Not many people get the opportunity to drive something of this nature, and I'm beyond blessed to have this opportunity. But just having, like I said, that motor just behind you making all this noise and just amazing sounds, it truly is something spectacular. I'm sorry about the lighting. Lighting's probably terrible, but right now we're just shooting edits for the or shooting rollers for the edits that we're gonna make with this car, so I'm stoked on that. Not gonna lie, I am having a little bit of trouble with this gated shift knob or shifter. Just having the, like, I'm used to my car where it's, you know, you just kind of throw it in gear and just hopes it goes, but this is very like needs to go where it needs to go, if that makes sense. Just that naturally aspirated V10 is such a cool motor, you know. Trying to figure out what gear you need to be in is also a chore. It doesn't seem to like very low RPM, so you gotta kind of like keep it screamed. As far as space goes, there really isn't any. We have the front trunk up there, but other than that, besides the small glove box right there, there isn't really much. But when you buy a Lamborghini Gallardo, I'm sure space is your last priority. I mean, it's cool, just the people that give you the thumbs up and give them a little rev for them. As far as ride goes, pretty rough. Not sure if that's because it's lowered and these set of wheels or what it is, but it does ride pretty rough. This car just puts the biggest smile on your face. We kicked Dylan out of the car, by the way. We didn't like him. He's my friend with that M3 CS, and just that'd be cool to have him tag along. He's driving the car ahead of us. That's shooting rollers. I can name a bunch of different cars that are out there on the market today that would absolutely smoke this. But that's not what this car's about. You know, if you're buying a 2004 Lamborghini Gallardo, you're not looking for the fastest car on the block, you know? You're looking for that just raw experience that you get when you drive one of these. And it delivers that so well. I mean, me personally, I'm not a big Lamborghini guy. I'm more of a Porsche kind of guy, but man, this is definitely on the list of cars to have one day. Well, like I said, I hope you guys are enjoying the content. We have some cool stuff planned, and thank you guys for watching.